No, let me stop that noise before I come back. Oh my God. Can you hear the noise? I hope not. So, guys, I'll just have to start so that if you can watch maybe later, if you don't make it to today's live stream, not live stream, you can rewatch later, pre-recorded or something, because I know that if I don't do this now, it might be so hard to do it. So let's get into it. Just a few minutes, maybe 30 minutes, and we'll be done. So, guys, welcome back and welcome if this is your first time joining us. Thank you so much. Of course, I appreciate your presence out here. If this is your first time watching, you can as well subscribe if you enjoyed this kind of content. But if you've been out here for a while, I'll just appreciate if you like the live stream before you watch, because of course, if you have contrary opinions to what I'll share, you know that you're always welcomed in the comment section to let me know your thoughts, your disagreements, your additional points, all these good stuff. And if you're watching on the live stream, of course, I always appreciate you when you join the live stream. So the live chat section. So Island Girl, thank you so much for tuning in. Lucy, thank you so much for tuning in. I think you're, in the live chat, you're the first people to comment. I really appreciate it. It means a lot, it notifies the rest of us that we are live. So, guys, let's get to the video. Of course, as I said, I'll not be waiting that much. You can join later. If you join later, you can rewatch to catch up with what we've already covered by the time that you join. So, Angela, thank you so much for tuning in. I see you. I appreciate you. So, guys, let's get to the video. As I told you, it will be just a few minutes. Hello, neotrends. Hello, Angela. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. So, guys, let's get to the video, because I understand most of you, no, some of you love the premieres, the pre-recorded videos, but some of you are perfectly okay. You love the live stream. So I want to balance, when I come out here, I want to get directly to the point and make it short. I know most of you sometimes are busy when it's on a live, and that's why you're writing to me. Those are your suggestions. I appreciate, honestly, for giving your opinions on the same. So, oh, wow, Pilau, some of us, pilau all the way for me. Out to lunch with friends, running in the background. Oh, yeah. Guys, if you maybe I'm premiering or I'm on a live and you're busy, the greatest support that you can do is leave it running. It will go a very long way. leaving it running is you just let it be, That's support. And then you can come back and rewatch. Thank you so much. The champ is here for doing that. I really appreciate you. Kerry George, hello. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for joining the live chat section. Look at me. I'm taking time instead of getting into it so that the rest of the people who appreciate the other way, the pre-recorded, are satisfied. So, guys, this is what was happening. Of course, you know that Rocio is in Belgium. I think by now she might be in the country. Yeah, because she shared that the next day, which is today, because she did a premiere today, it might even be earlier. She must be in the villa by now, or maybe on the way. So this is what happened. Rocio loves luxury things. She said it on the other video that I belong to the castles. I belong to this life. And I thought that she understands the conditions on on how or on which you operate to be within that kind of a lifestyle. You have to pay. You just don't wake up and you're like, yeah, this is my lifestyle. So this is what she did. She boarded a train and went to a business class position and she was kicked out. Yeah, that is what happened. You think it's clickbait? No, that is exactly what happened. Maybe I can share a short part of it as we continue. Oh my God. I'm, did I share the wrong one? I'm sorry, guys. I think I shared the wrong. Uh-huh. Okay, let me share the right screen. I'm sorry, the right tab. I think I picked the wrong one. Let me pick the right one. I should have sorted these before. What am I doing? Let me pull it up. Uh-huh. Oh, remove, add. No, remove. Guys, I'm still oh my goodness, I might mess up. I'm still orienting myself on this thing. So I hope you pardon me for this 56. So they're numbered up there. Guys, I'm sorry for this, but let me share the right screen for now. I thought I got it right. Now this is what I'm talking about.
It was very good. More comfortable. Yes. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Oh my God, for sure. I have arrived in a place where everybody uses bicycles. Look at this. So many bicycles. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I think people just come here with their bicycles and then they take the train and you can park your bicycle. Also, there's a lot of bicycles to rent and also the motor scooters. Everybody uses that. I would be so excited. I don't think I can use it because I'm with Maisha, the motor scooter, because it's electrical and it's quite fast. It's very funny, but I don't know. For sure, it's not safe with Maisha. It's just one person. But it's this one. This one is the one I'm talking about. I don't really know how it works to rent it, but it must be through an app and things like this. But a lot of people uses bicycles and those mono scooters here. So let me find my way to the center of the city. I am in a so today the same seat was business class. So I had to move downstairs. I don't know what happened. I think it was because I was one of the first trains. You know, we call it wagon in Spanish. I don't know the correctly name in English. Like one of the first cars. I think it was business class area, and maybe the ones more in the back are second class. Even if you go upstairs, I think that's could have happened because Yesterday I went upstairs. Nobody told me anything. Nobody even checked my tickets, and it was second class. Today the same seat was business class, and I had to move. So yeah, I'm in Gant already, but this place looks huge.
Oh, that's the longest I've ever played a clip. I'm sorry. I think earlier I got it wrong, the right tab, but that is exactly what happened. Yeah, Angela, that was the wrong spot. Of course, you had her explain that apparently she did the same thing yesterday. And if you saw, yeah, poor Rocio, she wants to be a princess. She enjoys the castle, the palaces, life, but now the money is the problem. Now look at what is happening. You sit down and you're told that, no, madam, you cannot be doing this without paying. So, as you had, yeah, mambo jambo, you said hujambo new si jambo. Thank you so much, Mary Mo, for tuning in. I appreciate your presence. Yeah, that was a wrong seat. Um, Nick, Nick, I think I saw Nick out here. Nixon, thank you so much for tuning in. Cecilia Abbott, thank you so much. Asante for tuning in. And all of you, I think I've mentioned all of you. And guys, happy Father's Day to all the fathers watching and everyone that plays that role of being a father. Because of course, people are people are different out here. Some people just decide eh, to do what they want to do. Very common, very, very common. And of course, we appreciate all the mothers, all the people that adopt, all the guardians. Thank you so much for playing that role. And of course, for the present fathers, thank you so much for doing the right thing. And happy Father's Day to all of you. So, guys, that is what was happening. As you heard initially when I was, sorry, guys. Yeah, as you heard initially when I was playing the clips, this is what happened. Rocio was like, I had a very good seat yesterday and I hope I get the same seat. But now sometimes you're like, maybe it was by mistake. Maybe she thought it is what she thought it was, a business, no, normal seats. But now I'm like, Rocio, will you not question yourself? Of course, as you can see, people were rushing. Like there were a lot of people there getting to the train. Will you not question yourself that why am I the only person in that cabin? Why am I the only person in that cabin? I think it should be common sense for you to be like, I think I'm in the wrong spot. But Rocio could not think about that because she was like, since yesterday, I belong to the castles. I belong. She doesn't like the village. But now you cannot do that without the money, Rocio. And I think it's a common problem. Of course, I'll have to cut some slack on her because maybe because of the baby, the hustle, this and that to make it successful, this dream of traveling with a baby. I think that is exactly what happened at the church. I don't know if I'll be able to pull. The confidence took her to the wrong seat. And by the way, I think she paid for that because if you're coming from Europe, let me know. I cannot even imagine. That was so shameful, honestly. It's like getting to a supermarket and you buy a lot of things, maybe things worth $500, but you have $100. It's so embarrassing. I agree with you, Cecilia. Super, super embarrassing. So I think she paid for what she did because I tried to remember who. I think it's African Tigress. There was a time that I think she was in Switzerland or something, or Belgium, and she was telling people how you'll find if you sit on the wrong spot. If you're watching from Europe, maybe you can confirm if that is right or wrong. But that is how I see your comment, Cecilia. Um, yeah, that is what African Tigress told us. That if you sit on the wrong spot, you will be kicked out. and you will pay for that. So I think she paid for it. And there's something about these people that have come to learn about their videos, because of course, Rocio likes painting these, not painting, I'd also do the same. I'll cut out the parts that are not good, like you're being kicked out. You can see, hey, she didn't show that part. Suddenly left, but later I think she found it fit to tell people what happened. The same thing happened at one of the churches that she was checking out. She went to a part kind of nest like, and when I was watching, I was like, is everyone and anyone allowed to be in that spot? If you watched that video by Rocio, maybe you can let us know what you think about that. Will I be able to pull it off super quick? Maybe I can try. But this is what happened. She was seated there, and I was like, Rocio, are you sure you are allowed to do that? Because it's like a VIP spot, although it's in a church. But I'm like, you should have asked before you do that, before you're embarrassed again. And I saw the same sequence before she left. Or rather, she left in a hurry, like she didn't show when she was leaving. And I assumed, just like what happened on the train with the business class situation, maybe it might have happened in the church, because of course, these antique things out here, some things you're not allowed to touch, it's just for display. And I honestly believe that I strongly believe that the same thing happened right here. Let me try and pull it out if I can. But of course, if you're watching and you've been out here, you can let us. uh, The app is.
Okay, I'm inside. I almost removed my glasses trying to copy. Whispers of the earth. Press where? Okay. Hey, very good, very good. Very good. Headphones blocking the noise. Okay. Press replay. Where? Where? Is this touchable? I need to talk.
Guys, I don't want to play for so long. I'm trying to find out. Of course, you can see it's so different from the church. It's just a small spot in the church. Um, a small spot in the church. This girl, at least by now we know that she loves this kind of thing, VIP kind of treatment, sports. And I believe that that is what happened. Of course, I'm not allowed to play a clip for so long. Otherwise, I would have shown you that it ended. She ended that part abruptly. She didn't show people when she was leaving. And I strongly believe that she was kicked out, just the way she was kicked out with the business class situation. So that is what happened. Very embarrassing. I'd agree with you guys. My opinion too. Asha Ash, thank you so much for tuning in. I see you. Sing, yeah, Sing. I think this is your first time out here. Thank you so much. I hope you've subscribed. I hope you've turned the notification bell on. First class, you book it in advance and you are given a seat. Let me see. A seat number. It's expensive, and that's why the seats will be written reserved. I want even to think that it was written that way and Rocio just decided to take over. That will be crazy. We'd excuse her if there was no notice anywhere that you're not supposed to be sitting there. Um, any hourly, Oh, Niger daughter is in the building. Of course, she's a reactor, guys. I hope you check her out. And support her channel. I love her so much. Niger daughter. I've always said this about Niger daughter. Very, very generous. Um, Thank you so much, my sister, for joining in. I appreciate your time out here. Uh-huh. I think I saw Asha Arch. I think I've acknowledged you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, so guys, that is what happened with Madam P. Prom Pro. Thank you so much for tuning in. I see you. I neotrends in chat. Hi to you too. And of course, I'm not bringing these out maybe to shame, but of course, we have to laugh because Rocio, I know you're used to with the queen treatment in the villa, and you want that. And people warned you before you left. They told you that Rocio, you cannot go there and expect Europeans to be bowing to you the way you want the villagers to worship you. You should know the time there. Don't expect the same treatment. And I'm just pulling it out because just to show that she's so serious with belonging to the castles. But of course, Rocio, you need to know that it doesn't come so freely. You have to pay for it. Cecilia, please subscribe. Guys, I hope you've subscribed. I hope you've liked the live stream. Kerry George, this she thought she was a superstar for sure because it's common sense. You go somewhere and you're alert. I played it. If you didn't watch, maybe you want to go back later after we are done. I showed you guys when people were getting in together with Rocio. A lot of people. It was like rush hour or something. But the place that Rocio went, she was alone in that cabin, alone. So I think it should have been a common sense for her to check out or to inquire why people are not going to that comfortable space because she was praising the space, super comfortable, this and that. And I'm like, of course, Rocio, because it's business class. So, Debbie, Alex, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate your presence out here. I think it's your first time. If that is the case, I hope you've subscribed and turn the notification bell on. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for joining the live stream. So, guys, let's move to Mayugno because no, before I leave that place, there was this point that Rocio was talking about people getting married. And I was like, yeah, Rocio, we know that you want. Oh, okay, okay. Thank you so much, Sing, because I know a lot of people have subscribed and maybe they've not joined the live stream. Sing, thank you so much for subscribing and, of course, for tuning in. I really appreciate your presence out here. So Rocio was like, really? People are getting married. People are having honeymoon out here. I think she hopes for the same. Not even she hopes. She has said this number without times, and I agree with. No, we know that. We know that because this is what she said, guys. Let me pull um, that screen. 50, 56, I think. Oh, Rocio, don't give me up. I don't even want to say that name because
The big amount of brides to be that I saw celebrating in this city, everybody's getting married. And they come to celebrate their bachelor party here. We call it despedida de soltera. The whole group of the bride to be with their friends, all of them, I see them here today. It's a good place to come and to have a nice day.
Rocio, why do you appear stressed about that term? Of course, we know that Rocio wants to get married. That one is for sure. She wants to get married so bad. But who is Mura Senso? Hey, Mura Senso is not ready to share his things with anyone, his wealth. with anyone. So I'd understand why Rocio looks stressed, even talking about that, about that uh, it's not even about being angry. That baby is sick. I even saw for the first time she bought medication for both the baby and her. And I was like, Rocio, but we saw people bought you the medicine, but of course we didn't expect that you'd take that medicine. So yeah, it's so sad to watch the baby. The baby is sick, and I don't know, maybe it's about us Africans, but if you're suffering from flu, we dress up the babies. You can barely see the face. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but I was just surprised that the baby, without Marvin, without nothing, hey, the baby is going through a lot. I'll not even look at that. There,
Especially if they want to drink beer.
you see, we are not out here to drink beer. Tomorrow is a Monday. We are going to work. So yeah, the baby is sick. Rocio is sick. She's even swollen in one side of her face. I don't know if she got medical attention because you don't know if you can transfer the same thing to the baby. Yeah, this is what happened. Let me show you. Let me show you the swollen face because oh, I should have left that tab open.
Too, just in case. Like ibuprofen. Just in case. Passing my thumb, because it was annoying. The day after, I woke up with my face swollen like this. I'm taking painkillers, and it's not so painful right now, probably because of the painkiller.
Yeah, that is what is happening. One side of her face is swollen. Of course, we are sorry, Rosie, about that, but it's the negligence, because she was talking about, oh, it's not Argentina, it's not free, something along those lines. And for that reason, she'll get treated in Kenya. I didn't hear the name Kenya, but I don't think she'll be going to Argentina. I think one of you gave an opinion on the same that she'll be leaving to Argentina. I don't know about that, but I was so shocked when she told people that she didn't seek medical attention. She just went over the counter medication for that swollen face, one side. The baby is sick. I think she said that congestion or something with the baby, the same to her, but now she has a swollen face. I don't know, guys. This thing of dreaming to travel, strong woman, I cannot relate. For most of us, I think people give their children the best upbringing. This thing for Rocio, we do not understand because the first thing that you do when you have such a, I think it's an infection for your face to be swollen one side, it's the right thing to seek medical attention so to get to know if your baby is safe because you're breastfeeding. But according to Rocio, it's not free there. But your baby daddy is a millionaire. Can't he send you some finances if that is the problem to have your baby in a safe, yeah, in a safe, just to make sure that your baby is safe. Uh, you guys, your comments. Yeah, just to make sure that your baby is safe because I cannot have a swollen face and I don't take an action to protect the people around me because of course we have some diseases that can be transmitted airborne. So that is so negligent of Rocio, but is that a surprise? Of course not. Of course not. This one can do anything. This one can do anything traveling, because of course, this girl has been, has not, she has never had that financial muscle to travel the way she does now. So you'd expect the excitement. I want to travel. Eh? I'm a strong woman, but now you're putting your baby in danger. Yeah, I think I was responding to her face is swollen because of, oh, very possible because she loves sweet, sweet things. Um, Kerry said Rocio needs to relax with the baby. Yeah. But now that she has proven that she can do it, she can travel, I don't think that will be the case. I think she'll be up and down, here and there, up and apale, huku na huku, up and down with the baby. Yeah, very responsible parents. The baby needs responsible parents. She should have gone to see a doctor. I'm assuming she has. I don't think she does. Medical cover should have not complained, because she made it so clear. I don't want to take your time out here, but I wanted to pull it up. But if you go and watch, give more. Uh-huh. I'll take a lot of your time if I go back and pull it up when she was telling people that it's not Argentina. Argentina is free to see a doctor, but because she's in Belgium, she cannot do that. She has to wait to come back to Kenya to see a doctor. And I'm like, yeah, I think it's free, kinda, very cheap. If you go to a public hospital, is it not funny? From a millionaire family to go to public. But anyway, we have some of the best public hospitals in the country. Yeah, baby daddy, you mean? I didn't even see your comments before I pinned. Uh, yeah, guys, I hope you've liked the live stream before as we continue. Yeah, that is it about Rocio being kicked out of business class because of not paying. You want a, you want a princess queen treatment and you don't want to pay. How? Up and down, up and down. So let's move to Mayuguno. Yeah, because it's something to do with the teeth. That is what she told people. Yeah, we are not diagonizing Rocio, but we're just giving our opinion. The other team, as you watch, that's our disclaimer. And we are just informing you guys. Yeah, she can seek advice from pharmacists and okay, I think that is what she did. But she made it clear that she didn't see a doctor. I think she didn't even see a pharmacist. She just Googled and got some over-the-counter medication. So guys, hey, Mayugno. We are now over to Mayugno. Hey, Mike to Mayugno. The girl, that Muzungu girl that she was staying with Mayugno until yesterday at least. This is what happened. The girl is so tired of Mayugno. I was not following up their situation, the Alexa with the Mayugno situation, but the comment section is full of tea. I don't know if I'll get to that, but most people are claiming that Alexa is using Mayugno. Some are like it's the other way around. But something that stood out in that video was Mayugno. Basically, the lady Alexa telling Mayugno that she has to go through Nairobi because the lady told Mayugno that she wants to leave to somewhere, apparently, and Mayugno has to come back to Kenya because of that reason. And I personally think it was just an indirect way of kicking out Mayugno of that house because, of course, it's Alexa paying. Yeah, guys, I hope you like and subscribe as we continue. So, along the way, this is what happened. The lady told Mayugno that you need to go through Nairobi because it's cheaper. And Mayugno was like, no, I think I'll just have to go to through the other route, the border route. And Alexa told spot on Mayuguno that you're complaining about finances. You don't have the money. Why would you want to go through the expensive routes? It was drama, guys. Let me play that clip because a lot of people are like, wow, Alexa, did you have to put Mayugno on spot? Some people are like, Mayugno, you just want to use Muzungus. Stop screen. Guys, I was pulling up the screen. This is what Alexa told Mayugno, and we'll come back to that because for Mayugno to tell Alexa about him not having the finances, I was watching him and I'm like, Mayugno, you left the village, you went to Tanzania and you didn't have the money. The same thing you do with the donors, like you start up some constructions, you don't have the money. These people need help, honestly. She's a girl, but you want her to spend on you. You wanted her to be your donor, but the girl was like, no, you have to leave. Yeah, kindly, guys, I really appreciate. So this is what the girl.
If I can get the transport. So that's what I need to doing right now in Arusha. Wow, that is so nice. So nice. Okay, guys, let's go home. We're going to see what really going to happen, and I'm excited. Eh?
We both think you should go to Nairobi. Then
Sorry,
it's gonna be less.
man. Here is shortcut, I think,
Yeah,
because
it's
I
way
can
more
travel.
expensive. You're worried about money. It's more expensive.
No, it's not.
Okay,
Yeah, guys.
The same trend, when you just see that a clip is cut all of a sudden, suddenly, you know that things went south. So, guys, as you heard, of course, he was not even activating, he was asking for transport to go back home. As you heard him, if I get, when I get, I hope I get the transport to go. That is when I leave. Yeah, I didn't. I had not understand. I had not understood the circumstances between these two. Are they in a relationship? Are they doing what? So, as you had Mayugno, basically telling people to give him the transport, and the guy was like, "You have to go through Nairobi to um to the village because you're worried of finances. You don't have the money." So, guys, I shared that part. You go to the comment section, it's crazy. People have a lot to say. We'll be looking at that. But before that, this is why I brought up. So I didn't see the title. Let me see. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That was major clickbait because this was Mayugno's title. Emergency, so sad, goodbye. I never wanted to break up. What? We all do some clickbaits here and there, but he went overboard. So, guys, I brought that clip because this is what I was thinking. Mayugno, you're out here. Basically, you want the girl to take care of you, while it's supposed to be the other way around or 50-50. You've never learned because you did the 3 houses, construction for the 3 homes, and you knew that you don't have the money. You knew you didn't, but you went ahead. Instead of you going to Tanzania with some pocket money, at least pocket change, in case the girl kicks you out, you went there with nothing. Mayugno, hey, you need to change your ways because you'll go just like that. At some point, you'll board a car and you don't have the money. You know what happens in this country, unfortunately. People will deal with you because you're so used to depending on people, most so the Muzungus, to take care of you. That is wild. Guys, I could not believe when I was watching that. From just said that it's yeah, I already read that. Okay. Yeah, Muzungu was like, no. I'm not out here to take care of you. And she was so pissed off. I hope if you didn't check out that video, I think it was one of the most interesting ones that I've checked out so far. I think it even got more than 10,000 views. 10,000 views. Listen to me. So, like this comment said that personally, I don't see how Alexy is using Mayugno here. Instead, I think he's benefiting more. She's doing all she can to uplift him, really, which is good. It's not all about intimacy. Okay, we can always gain more from each other without. Okay. Yeah, a lot. Alexy was like, you need to go now. Okay. Guys, if you go and check out the comment section, basically people are just talking about Mayugno's complaint about not having money. Bro, it's so painful to see how many times she has to correct her English. She has the patience here. And personally, I sometimes think that Mayugno knows what he's doing. He can clearly speak in English, but I think he does that as a form of comedy or something. Yes. Who deleted? Oh, your last comment. I thought you were talking about Mayugno's comment section because there were a lot of comments criticizing the girl, and now I can't see that comment. I think they got rid of it. Did anyone delete Merimo's comments? I'm not so sure about that, but if what could have happened, I know that laughing in. Yeah, guys, let me read some of the comments before we wind up, because of course, as I told you, a very short one is we leave. Yeah, Mayugno get some lessons. A lot of people are like, girls, women will be your downfall. Guys, as I'm scrolling, I can see that Jamaican uncle is on his way to Africa. Can you see? I don't know if you can see. Yeah, right here. Right here. Let me circle. Hey, donations on the way. But now you I'll not be I'll not be surprised if Jamaican uncle will come to the village and Marwa leaves. Because of course, these people are not hospitable to Jamaican uncle, but about the finances, the money that he brings with him to the village, they are so open, appreciative to that. But the company, these people cannot even sit down to eat with him. We'll see what will happen with Jamaican uncle. Maybe he's even in the village by now. Someone told me, put your trust in the Almighty God. Okay. Next time she calls you and asks you to come, don't go. Guys, the video was dramatic. I don't want to spend a lot of. Mayugno, this woman is using you to gain views. I don't know if you can see the comments. This one. And then dump you. That is what people are telling me. This girl is using you to get views and then dump you, because the girl was straight up dumping Mayugno. You need to leave. And I personally side with the girl, because how will you be with the girl and you don't have any finances? And you knew so well when you were leaving the village. But of course, Mayugno has this mentality that Muzungus have the money to spend on lazy men. Eh? Yeah, I also love Mary Moore's comments. Yeah, I think maybe YouTube might have deleted, because by now maybe the moderators would have shown some would have given their opinion on the same. Merimo, I'm sorry about that, but I'm so sure it will not happen again. I don't know what happened there. Sometimes people complain of the same, but sometimes YouTube just does be doing too much out here, basically. Jamaican wasn't getting any views. Yeah, because something about a Jamaican uncle, he gets the views. He really does. When it comes to Africa, yes, yes, exactly that. Because of course, as we speak, Marwa is complaining about not having the finances, blah blah blah. So you expect that Jamaican uncle will be doing the tingo, the finances. Listen to these comment. This person left this comment. So sad, Mayugno. Focus on your YouTube career. Do some traveling. Finish your house. But I'm like, how will he finish the house without the finances? Maybe he thought if he gets with Alexa, maybe she'll do the construction. I don't know why. Your episodes with Alexy were cringy, cringe-worthy. I couldn't even watch. The problem was cultural clash. No, I think the problem was a financial clash. Mayugno, stop being so thrifty. You should have gone to Nairobi with Alexa, with Alexis. Go with which money? He said that he doesn't have the money. Yeah, basically those were the comments, guys. People are like, Mayugno, what are you doing? Hmm? YouTube is nothing. Or YouTube is YouTubing today. Yeah, sometimes it gets rid of comments with no reason. What can we do? I'm sorry about that, Mary Mo. Yeah, looking for a rich friend. Oh, Onela, thank you so much for tuning in. I see you. And of course, I appreciate your time out here. So, guys, as I promised, it will be a short one, and that is what we are doing. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you've liked the live stream, and I hope you've turned on the notification bell because sometimes I just come. Maybe I was working somewhere out there. I'm like, let me do the live stream because if I don't do it now, I'll not do it again. So I hope you turn the notification bell on so that whenever I go on a live, you're always notified. Thank you so much for tuning in. My moderators, Lucy, Cecilia, who else? Yeah, there's someone else. There's Angela. All of you, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for everything nice that you do out here. You said that please, yeah, guys, I hope I intended to show Mary Moore's comment. Yeah, kindly, I hope you like and subscribe after the live stream. And of course, if you joined after the live stream ends, I hope that you let us know what you think about the video in the comment section. Is first. Yeah, she did. Cozy Maxing, thank you so much for tuning in. I think this is your first time, if I'm not wrong. I hope you've subscribed. I hope you've turned the notification bell on. Thank you once again. Thank you. I really appreciate you on the live chat section. Thank you, Cozy Maxing. Millie, oh, a lot of you. Okay, Millie. You said that why don't you get your own life? Look at your life. Why are you out here on my space? You don't have your life, but you're coming out here to try and direct me. Look at your life. See your life. That this is a reaction channel. If you're not aware of that, now you know. Okay, I hope you like the live stream though. As you come out here, as we let you have your opinion, I hope you like the live stream because for you to watch, go an extra mile of coming to the live chat section. You're a fan. You are one. So thank you so much for that. Thank you, everyone. Prom, you said happy Father's Day to all. Yeah. Happy Father's Day, all of you. Oh, the passage finder is in the building. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. I think all of you are signing off at this point. Leave a comment after the live stream there. Oh my goodness, guys, thank you so much for the support. I see you out and out, in and out of the live stream, out of the videos. I see you. Thank you so much. So, guys, that was it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, enjoy the week. I don't know, maybe it's over the weekend for some of you, but for us, we'll be back to work. I hope you enjoyed the week. I hope you have a restful one. But I know for those of you in Kenya, you know what is happening. Super sad. Super sad. If you're not aware about that, we have some. We come out here sometimes and we speak good of our country, but we have a lot going on. There was one of us, a comrade, was just on social media criticizing. We don't even know about that because a lot went on. The account was taken over by the DCI. I know a Kenyan is watching me, and they're like, Neo, we cannot be silenced, honestly, because of what is going on. It gets to a point that you're like, really? So someone was taken out in a police station or on a police officer's hands in their custody. That is what happened. And of course, Kenyans are taking to the streets to demand justice for the same, and of course, for all the issues that are facing Kenyans because of people that are placed in power. So I know that for the Kenyans in the building, a lot is happening, and we hope that will be heard, basically. So, Cecilia, thank you. Niger, Mary Mo, ciao, ciao. Bye. Guys, bye. I'll see you tomorrow. Earlier, because at least we are getting to the week, and I'll be coming on our normal time, maybe around 5, 6, around that time. But thank you for tuning in regardless, because I've been coming off hours because of work here and there. So bye guys, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for the support. You can come to the comment section, we can chat there beyond here. Thank you. Bye.